mistake that I made within my career was the person that signed me. After that, we started to date 6 months later. And that situation was, you know, a very difficult, volatile situation, because when you date someone, they hold, and you're signing them, that's too much power. That you don't want anybody to have that power over you. So I always take responsibility for what my mistakes within a situation, and that's what happened. You know,
I'm one of those who don't care.
You don't care what she?
Because at the end of the day, like, people, you know, it's just like a lot of times.
Oh, here you go.
When it comes to people, you know, they don't know your struggle. They don't understand your story. They don't know what you've been through. Yes, it's Rasheeda. They don't know what you've been through. And, you know, just like me being an underground independent artist, people say stuff about me all the time. They think I'm broke as hell and live in an apartment and ain't got nothing. And, you know, they talk about whatever they want to say about me. But, you know, at the end of the day, you don't have to be mainstream to be successful in the business. And I make that very clear. They don't. But one thing that people need to understand is I know business. And that's the reason why I'm able to do certain things in my life and, you know, have a career that I have. And I'm still climbing. And when people talk and stuff, at the end of the day, they ain't paying my damn bills. They ain't doing none of that. So, hey.
When I go out and put on some clothes, you know, I'm proud of my new breasts. You know, it was the best thing the label did for me. Buy me some breasts and some teeth. Yeah, some breasts and some teeth. You know, I'm very proud of it. I thank Sony for these breasts and teeth. If y'all didn't do nothing right, you did that. You know, but I am a mother. So, yeah, I have a son. And he's 8, you know, when I'm around him, I might have on something else. Some days I might want to go and, you know, dress up. But you can, when you're doing business, and it's hard to be an R&B singer too, or, you know, a pretty rapper or something, because you still got to sell, you have some sex appeal to you or whatever. But, you know, when I go into my meetings, real meetings, when the people that cut the checks, you know, I'm covered.
Ain't no telling with Steve. I'm trying to tell you, honey.
He probably got a wife in Europe.
No, in Africa. He probably got a.
No, in Africa, he
He probably got a hut in Africa.